Hello everyone. Welcome back. Oopsies, wrong button. I don't want to talk about the last trip. If you watched the last trip, you know. We were 17 hours late. This is a great start. We were 17 hours late and we flipped 3 times. Once we were able to right ourselves, but the other time it was not great. And so we're doing penance now, and we're doing a shorter trip. This trip is only supposed to be about 7 hours, 7:20 I think, from LA to Camp Verde. God, pay attention to the road, in Arizona. Last time we had frozen food, probably didn't make it. This time we have frozen fruit, so we're hoping for redemption here. And like I said, we're doing a penance, we're doing a shorter trip because, oh Lord, I cannot do that again. But welcome on in. Hi, I'm Keeper. If you don't know me, we play ATS every single Monday. We have game demos, and we have game demos on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and we have full game playthroughs, usually Tuesday, Thursdays. Sometimes we add an extra something in. Like we had Moonglow Monday for a while, and that got replaced by ATS. And we are obsessed. I'm obsessed with ATS. But we have full game playthroughs on Tuesday and Thursday, and sometimes extra things added in. So there's always good stuff here. Plus, I'm posting one short a day every morning at 8 a.m. You know what? I don't even care. We're gonna go. Hopefully I won't get a ticket, because there's like some places where you can like stop and then turn, and sometimes it works and other times it doesn't. And I just, you know what? I should have just gone. I should have just not bothered having patience, because clearly I didn't have patience. But like, it's fine. Plan is to just nope. I was gonna say, if you avoid the intersection, everything's fine. I'm just so salty about the last trip. I was like 2 minutes from I was 2 minutes from drop off, within 5 at least, but I think it was like 2, and I flipped on a corner, and then I was and then I was halfway back. It put me back like almost 5 hours. I was halfway back, and then I flipped again. I'm salty about it. So we're just gonna vibe. We're gonna take tickets. I don't even care. As I mentioned in the last one, I played ATS on stream and I lost like at least 40k. I think it was more than that. And so I was like, goodness, I need to make up some money. So I have been laying in bed playing ATS on my Steam Deck before I go to bed and making money. So I went from under 300k to almost 350k, and we did make money last time. So like, that's fine. But the song is really just like repetitive. But so I don't care about tickets this time. I just care about getting there without flipping. And that's where we're at. But I hope you're doing well. We are vibing. We are vibing. But yeah, I played ATS on stream and it went so terribly wrong. It's the steering wheel. Speaking of, I have a steering wheel and a pedal now. I love the pedals because they are so much more responsive than the triggers on my controller. So I am so here for it. I also picked this trip because it goes like this and then it goes like this. It's basically a straight line. The last one, we were like, and there were tunnels. I keep calling them caves, but I guess a tunnel actually has an end. A cave is just like, bye. But yeah, we vibing. I do love ATS so much. I'm hoping, and I mentioned it again the last one, that we're gonna get some European truck sim going soon. Also on Monday, like, maybe not like alternate 1 for 1, but like, you know, get them going eventually. And then there's a new game that is, about to come out called, I have it up here, Truck World Australia First Haul. And so I've got a key for it. So it comes out, when I'm recording this, it comes out in like a week. But I'm excited to try that out. And see if it's just as good as ATS. And if so, then we could add that in the rotation. Imagine we got like America, we've got Europe, and we've got Australia. That'd be pretty cool. And I wonder, because it's called Truck World Australia, I'm wondering if their plan is to do like other countries too. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again, I would totally play CTS, Canadian Truck Sim. Because I think it'd be cool, because I'm Canadian. I'm pretty sure there's mods for it, so I could if I wanted to. But you know, we simply vibing. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm just like, just trying very hard not to crash, you know? we're speeding, and so hopefully we won't get a ticket. It's so interesting because we're heading towards Indio, which is, if not exactly where, but very close to where they hold Coachella. I'm pretty sure Coachella's near Indio somewhere. I mean, maybe we passed it already, but because I definitely know from watching influencers go to Coachella, it is not a quick drive. It's, oh shoot, it takes a little bit. Oh god, pay attention. Oh god, no. Oh shoot. Okay, honestly, that's what you're ticketing me for? Out of all the things, that is what you chose? Okay, bud. I think I got my lights on now, though. Do you see how good I did? I didn't even crash. If I didn't have a steering wheel, I think I would have crashed. That's the one thing that I've said, like, with the steering wheel now, is if I get into situations, I'm more likely to be able to get out of them. But the other issue is I'm more likely to get into them. Like, I mean, it adds to like a new element, because prior to the steering wheel, I hadn't flipped in a really long time, and now it's like 50-50 if I'm gonna flip on a corner. I think it's because I like a panic and I overcompensate. But honestly, that went pretty well. We weren't speeding. I mean, if we were speeding through, we can get a ticket for it. But we vibed. But anyways, like I was saying, from watching like influencers go to Coachella, and they're like, it's like a 6+ hour drive from Los Angeles. So just like, I think maybe it's not that long. I don't even know. I know like some of the girly pops that I watched got to take a private jet this time, which is like so crazy. But like, you know, it's so fascinating. Like, if you look at like influencers and stuff, and then you see like the money that brands spend on them, like for example, like tripping with Tarte. Like, I used to be, anytime like the girly pops that I watched would go on Tarte trips, I'm like, I wish that could be me. And I was influenced. I got some Tarte stuff. I'm so sad though. Like, I had Tarte moisturizer, which I absolutely loved, and they discontinued it. Like, come on, it was my favorite, and I haven't found something that I like as much yet. So I have stuff, but it's just not the same, right? It made me feel so nice. And my aunt, who has an issue with like who has an issue with moisturizers and stuff because of like certain ingredients, I like got her like a trial size, and I'm like, you should try this, I think you'll like it. And she's like, oh my god, I love it, it's perfect. And so I feel sorry for her. Not having, I should probably message her. I don't know when the last time I talked to her was. Did I send her wedding pictures and just be like, bye? I don't know. Anyway, it's going pretty well. We're 4 hours left. It's probably gonna, we're supposed to get at midnight. Yes, it's definitely gonna get dark soon. Dang, it's crazy, guys. Like, because it's getting closer to summer, it's so wild. Like, it's getting light a lot earlier, and it's staying light longer. Like, when I first came down here, like, obviously it was winter, and when I would, like, you know, get the littles into bed and stuff, it'd be dark in their room, and now it's like extremely bright. I think I can go in between. Yeah. So like that's been crazy, especially because like as someone who like maybe is staying up a little too late lately. It's me. I mean, I literally said it. I'll be like, oh, it's bright now, and like we have blackout curtains over top, but they aren't like flush against. Oh my god, we discovered Blythe. Heck yeah, California dreaming. Are you turning? Okay, good. They're not flush, so like, you know, I can still see light in the morning, and I'm like, girl, you should have been asleep hours ago. The issue is, okay, so like here's the thing. So I start streaming at 7 p.m, right? And I always say that I will stream for at least 5 hours, which I think is reasonable. Like, I guarantee 5 hours, which brings us to I've been here before on my no, I haven't, because we just discovered Blythe. Interesting. But I always say that I will be at least 5 hours, so it brings us to midnight. But typically it'll be more like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Recently it's been like 2:30. So like we finish at 2:30, okay? And then after that I like usually raid out, and then I'll like hang out for like 15 to 20 to half an hour, and then I'm like, okay, I need to eat food. And so then am I gonna have to stop at this way station is the question. Of course. And so I'm like, okay, I need food. And then it's like 3:30. And now what I've started doing is trying to take care of like my clips and stuff post stream so that I don't get overwhelmed again, and like my stream journal. So then there's that. So it like pushes it and pushes it. And then lately, because I've been so far behind on things like emails and stuff, I've been trying to, speaking of, I've like more emails to respond to today. I just never stop. So like there's like so much stuff that I just like need to get into, and so I'm like trying to like use like post stream time. And so like what I think I need to do though is I think I need to like have a routine. So I think like ideally we finish stream, we raid out, we chat, we say bye, then we go cook. And while I'm cooking, the bathroom's right off the kitchen, take off the makeup, and then eat while I'm here, like checking emails, I guess, or whatever I need to do. And then after I've finished eating, I'll have a plan and do everything. I don't know. It's feeling better because I'm not feeling like panicked and rushed the next day when I'm like, oh my God, I need to do my stream journal. I need to do this. Oh my God. So we're getting there. We're creating the routines. But I think then the issue is I get in bed and I play ATS and I like watch a movie or I'm like watching a show, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll put on my bedtime show and I scroll TikTok, and that's the problem. So I think I want to get into like reading before bed. I've talked about before, but I think the issue is the book I've been reading, I haven't been Live Laugh Loving. I just played Duck Detective and there was a Live Laugh Love reference to it, and so it's now back in my head because for a while I was saying it all the time because I thought it was funny. But anyway, so I think I need to get back into reading, but the book that I've been reading I just have not been enjoying. I got 2 new like graphic novels, one about the friendship of J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, and then another one called, is it The Moth Keepers, I think. So like maybe like I like ease back in with those or something. I don't know. I also have like audiobooks that I want to read, but I just haven't. Not speeding, you're speeding. I also have some audiobooks I want to get to, but like the issue is like if I'm doing things that require my brain to be like, how do I put this? If I'm doing things that require my brain to be like thinking words, for example, like if I'm doing my stream journal where I need to write things and thoughts, I cannot listen to an audiobook because I won't listen to that or I won't get the thing done. So I need to be doing like passive things. Like if I'm like cleaning the house or folding laundry or crafting, I can do those things. So yeah, I still need to figure out. So I was watching Madam Secretary, which I was loving, and I knew it was coming off of Netflix, but here's the issue. When I started watching it, I thought I was illiterate, basically. I had just finished watching 0 Day, which was, I think, 6 episodes in the season, and I was like, hey, that was really good. And then I saw Madam Secretary was suggested, and I read 6 episodes. Dear reader, you might know where this is going. It was 6 seasons. So I got into season 5, I think, but then it came off of Netflix. And so now I gotta like find it elsewhere, and I haven't had much luck, so I'll have to look into that. Then I start watching The Equalizer with Queen Latifah, which like, it's coming to an end. I'm on the last episode, and I'm assuming there's not another season after this one. It's about to leave Netflix soon too anyways. I haven't like loved it. They're like the overarching story just, oh, hello. Turn off, bud. The overarching story just hasn't been great. And now as they're getting near the end, it just feels like they're throwing things in kind of out of nowhere to lead up to the end. And like, for example, there was like 2 of the like the sidekicks, I guess is what I'll say. One of them is a hacker and he had to fake his own death at one point. But right before he faked his own death, they had almost bought this like beautiful house out of the city, but then like they ended up like burning through the money, I think, to fake his death, or something. I don't know. I don't really know. But then it came, never mentioned this before, and suddenly it like comes up as an option for them to buy it, and they're like, oh my God, let's buy this. So I was like, oh, I guess this is how they're doing their out. But then they just like didn't buy it, so like it really was like a unnecessary plot point, I think. And so like that's kind of what I feel. So there's been like a lot of kind of unnecessary plot points that have kind of come up, especially as we're nearing the end of it. And like I said, there hasn't really been like an overarching theme for much of it. And then kind of like I would say like one of my favorite characters got killed off like last season. And it was just like, I don't know, like maybe there's something with the actor, because it went from like he was pretty consistently in it to all of a sudden dead. And it felt like really quick. And like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't really like, am I gonna finish it? Yeah, like we're almost there. But I just like feel like I just don't connect with the Equalizer on like an emotional level as much. Like, you know, so you're like, well, there's no threat. These people are gonna get out of this. They get out of it every time, even when it's like impossible odds. And then there's like, oh, there's another thing where like she had to go to like Paris, and then she like met up with this old flame who like hadn't realized she had been a spy at the time. And then he's like, come with me and let's try this thing for real. I'm like, so this is her out? Like, again, it comes out nowhere you mention it. It's just like, I guess what I'm saying is like the season overarchingly just like feels very like disjointed and chopped up. So, because it'll literally be at the beginning of like this 40-minute episode, it'll be like, oh, here's a part about my life that has never come up in the past before, but now it's a plot point for this entire season or this entire episode, and then it wraps up and then you never hear about that thing again. I think that's my issue. But anyways, I'm gonna finish watching it. The main character and like everybody's in like impossible situations right now, and they'll obviously come out of them. Like literally like everyone is at gunpoint essentially. Well, somebody's poisoned, but you know. But I've started watching The Gilded Age recently, and so far I've been enjoying it because I watched Downton Abbey, and I really, really enjoyed that. And I've been like looking for something with like the same vibe, and like Bridgerton kind of has that, except it's like more Scandi, you know. So I've been enjoying The Gilded Age so far. I think I'm only on like, season 3. I think I'm only like halfway through, because the issue is like it's on HBO Max and I don't have the login for HBO Max on my phone or on my computer, which is something I'm gonna have to rectify. But as a result of it not having it on there, I can only watch it on the TV, which is fine because I can watch it if I'm like chilling in bed or whatever. But it'd be nice to be able to watch it while I'm like doing my makeup or like, you know, doing invoicing or whatever, which, oh my goodness. So I invoice for water taxis. I have been for years. Like it's something that I've done forever for a resort that I used to work for, and I still do that for them. My boss did not get to the invoicing that I done a couple weeks. It's gotten worse. I think I've talked about it, where like there's a bridge of commission, so now everything is taking like so much longer to invoice because they're going from irregular places, blah 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 blah. He like did not get to the invoicing until like Wednesday or Thursday after I'd done it on the Saturday. So I draft everything and then he just confirms that everything is good and he sends it off. And so then that next weekend I was like, sorry, I didn't get a chance to get to it. Life be crazy. And so then I didn't do it till like Wednesday or something the next week. I was like, I'll get done Tuesday. Forgot to do it because I was having a time. Or Wednesday I was having time. I don't know. I was having time last week. Oh shoot, we gotta go up here. And then so like this week I got on top of it, but I don't love doing it, and I only do it because like I feel like a sense of duty to do it. But like I think I'm gonna ask for a raise on that soon, because like I haven't got a raise for a couple years now, and like it's taking longer and longer. And like normally I can do it fast. Like before the bridge got broken, I could do invoicing in like 15 to half an hour, and now it's like a minimum an hour because I have cheat sheets because I've been doing it for so long. I have like, I can look and be like, okay, this place to this place to this place is this price. Whereas now it's coming from a completely different place and I don't have those cheats enabled. So it hasn't brought me joy. We're going in here. I think we're going in here. Oops. Way to just like completely stop. Again, the brake is a lot more, I thought I was going to drive right into that. I can't believe we missed it. The brake is a lot more sensitive, and I'm here for it, but it's like a lot sometimes. I thought we might be going over there. There we go. I always like underestimate where that is. Let's see. How do we do? Excellent. We made good money. Yes, we did get our redemption for the last trip. If you watched it, like I said, you know, it would have gone up last Monday. We good. Thank you for watching. We will have more to English. Here's the thing. I don't really edit these videos. I just like slap on the ending. So like, I'm going to leave that in here. There will be more ATS on next Monday and the Monday after and the Monday after, unless we do European Truck Sim or whatever. No, we good. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, all that fun stuff. We have so much fun stuff coming your way. Game playthroughs, demo playthroughs, shorts, and like a little bit of everything else sprinkled. God, I can't English in between. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.